And boom, we are live. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Take a seat and get comfortable. Hope you're all having an absolutely splendid day so far. It's great to have you all here. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. So, on today's video, we're going to be checking out a band called Wretched Tongues, and specifically, we're going to be checking out an album they released about a year ago, which is called Ulter Praefinitum. Pretty sure I said that wrong, but it is what it is. Please forgive. So I've got quite a bit of backstory with Wretched Tongues, despite only featuring them once on the, twice on the channel. The very first video that I did on this channel was me reacting to an EP that they released called The Absence of Light. Fucking phenomenal, really phenomenal EP. And then because I'm a bit of an idiot, it just took me a very long time to get the band back on the channel. I just got sidetracked with doing other things. They slipped through the cracks a little bit. I'm a bit of an idiot. So the time after that, it was about another year ago when I featured Wretched Tongues on the channel. We checked out a track of theirs called Into the Nothing, which actually is the second track of this album that we're going to check out. So whenever I'm going to be... before we go any further, I have an Instagram channel, which is called RDG Promotions. If you like what I do here, you'll very likely enjoy what I do over there as well. So if you want to go follow me over there, there's stuff that I do over on Instagram that wouldn't necessarily translate to YouTube, just extra stuff, putting up minute-long clips of just all the music that I don't have the time to react to on my story, posting other things, plenty of memes, stuff like that. So if you want to go and follow me over there, I'd appreciate it. But if not, I can't tell you what to do. It's all good. Whenever I'm gonna do a video on a band, I like to go back, listen to everything that they've done, just to write some notes down, talk about how they've progressed, and so on and so forth. So 2017, Wretched Tongues released an EP called Burial Grounds, which I've written here, bouncy deathcore with some hardcore, a lot of hardcore. There's some djent in here, really nice guitar solos that caught me by surprise. I'd actually forgotten. It'd been a while since I'd listened to the band, and specifically it'd been a while since I'd listened to their earlier stuff, so I actually forgot the guitar solos were featured that early on. Best track off that is I think Hell on Earth is probably the best track, but there's they're all vying for the top position. Really good mix. Like, this is how you want to treat. This is how you want to mix deathcore, especially the bass. Very sexy bass, and if you frequent this channel quite a lot, you'll know that I've got quite a lot to say about bass or the lack thereof in modern deathcore. So then they released an EP in 2018 called Death Eater, very similar to the last EP, less djent and hardcore. Now I'm not saying that they were like super djented up. It was just some of those kind of like djent riffs and timings and stuff, and there was quite a lot of hardcore and Burial Grounds. That's kind of a bit more been stripped away on this album and replaced with more kind of like standard death metal guitar. So there is still a little bit of like bounce in there, but a lot more of an emphasis on kind of like tremolo picking and like more kind of like brutal-esque modern deathcore stuff. Nice evolution. Go check out both of those records. They're really good. So then we have 2020, The Absence of Light album, which is the one that I was talking about, that was the first thing I did on this channel. Similar to the last album, a lot more chunky, more mid-paced, not necessarily slow. It doesn't turn into like doom or anything like that, but just a little bit less hurried. Lots and lots of breakdowns, and I've literally just written here, amazing atmosphere. These guys always manage to make really interesting soundscapes, and they sound like when they sound vast, and when they're going for atmosphere, they do a really good job of it, but in just an unusual way. I really can't describe it any other way. There's just it's just very unusual vibes coming off these guys, and that brings us on to the present day. So just to get everyone up to speed, why don't we listen to Into the Nothing? I actually realized that these guys have released a new single because it's taken me so long to get to their to get to their older stuff. The track's called Ascendancy. It's not on the album that we're about to listen to. I'm going to save that for another another reaction video. But yeah, just to get everyone caught up to speed, let's listen to Into the Nothing. And well, actually, you know what? It's the second track on the. It's the second track on the album. You know what? Actually, you know what? I just cards on the table. I really want to get to this. Want to get to this? Get to this album. I cannot wait. And we're going to be checking out Into the Nothing relatively soon, anyway. So that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. So, Ulter Praefinitum? Praefinitum? I think that's how you say it. Again, I apologize for butchering all these band names, but yeah, let's make sure that I've got pen and paper for taking notes. Get a quick drink before we start, and then yeah, let's do it. I've been really wanting to listen to this album for a while, but I'm just really unorganized, so it's taken a very long time. Okie dokie. Okay, strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a almost 35-minute album to listen to. So this is going to be a long one, and I cannot wait. Let's get this over here. Okay, my dudes, let's go. Ulter Praefinitum, Wretched Tongues. Let's go. new track coming up. The Gates of Oblivion. Let's go. Holy shit, that this is going to be a fucking legendary album if they continue on like this. Whew. Holy shit. Okay, Call of the Chasm. Let's go.
Searching further with the shadows.
I've got so many bits to go back to and highlight already, and we're only 4 tracks into a 9-track EP album, I guess. Wow, so many curveballs. Okay, next track, Brain Itch. Got a feeling this one's going to be very heavy. I couldn't tell you why. One thing I'm noticing, fucking outstanding so far. I just need to take a second, give my eardrums a second to recover. One thing I'm noticing in particular is that there's not a massive amount of like very kind of like modern deathcore breakdown shit going on. There's a lot more grooves. There's a lot more chunkiness. There's a lot more like broken rhythms. I don't want to say jint, but yeah. There's a lot more of that. Maybe it's going to go like very breakdown heavy towards like, you know, because we're just about halfway there now. But man, so many surprises, so many twists and turns, so much unusual, unusual vibes coming out off of this music, man. I'm so fucking impressed. I need a drink. I need a drink of water. Okay. Break time's over. Track 6, Sunder.
Solo
Let's keep the momentum going. Track 7, Mortality. Sounding like Brand of Sacrifice there. Holy shit, dude. Fucking hell, I'm tired, bro. I am tired. Good God, what a dense album. So much going on, even in one song. Holy shit, man. Extremely impressive. Track 8, To Witness the Infinite. Let's go. Final track. Name of the album, Ulter Praefinitum. Still not 100% sure I'm saying that right. Last track, let's go. Wow. Wow. Wretched Tongues, Ulter Praefinitum. That was exceptionally good. I had a hunch it was going to be good. I was 90% sure I was going to at the very least enjoy it. Didn't think it was gonna go that hard. They all just absolutely smashed it. The guitars, the drums, the vocals, the ambience, the songwriting, the mix, how unpredictable it was, how it just the sporadic drumming added so much to it. Just never knew what was coming next. Constantly changing rhythm, throwing in little fills here, stopping, starting, subverting expectations the whole way through. Holy shit. So fucking good. Incredibly impressive. Very, very impressive stuff. Let's just get back to some of the. Let's start going back through this because I've got a lot of points here I want to get back to. So first off, let's just play the intro and then a little bit of the groove. Just sets the tone for the rest of the album. It's got that effect where it sounds like it's like starting back from the beginning or rewinding a little bit or just whatever that effect is. Kind of sounds like a looping thing. It's just fantastic. I could get stuck here just listening to the album again. Just such an awesome way to start things off. Just creepy, but kind of more creepy than like blackened atmospherics. Love that fade-in thing they do where it sounds like everything's underwater and then it just like gradually like, you know, comes to the surface and gets clearer. Love the grooves. I love how many grooves and kind of offbeat time like hits of like, you know, like the drums and like the beat there was to this in place of kind of overused kind of like kind of like, you know, over the top modern deathcore breakdowns. Gave the album a really, really nice flow. Let's go to one bit here, 540, which is the beginning of Gates of Oblivion. perfectly encapsulates what I love most about this album. The drums, I mean, they all smashed it, but the drums and the vocals, not just how they sound, but how they're sprinkled in, how they're arranged, was just top tier. Just so many fills, you never know what's coming next. That fantastic mix just carries it so well. There's so many moments like this. 7/10. And then where they might just put in, but I feel like I've said a cliched over the top breakdown about 5 million times in this video, but they could put a breakdown there, could just put some dissonant chords in there or something, but no, they go into a groove. So managing to sound sporadic but also very groovy. So the vocals have got that crazy kind of like modern deathcore vibe to them, just in the way that the way that they're spit. But then you get those big massive flourishes of like tremolo picking that kind of just like come up from seemingly nowhere. And then they throw in that little guitar bit there, which sounds almost acoustic, but not quite. And then into some more atmospherics. Managing to sound sporadic but also vast, also giving everything room to breathe but doing shit tons at the same time. I mean, they managed to do three things that you think wouldn't go together, and they put them all together absolutely flawlessly. Right, next part. Call of the Chasm, about 10 minutes in. So let's play it from here. sounding much similar to kind of straight blackened death metal with those riffs there, sounding a little bit like Behemoth to my ears. Ridiculous vocals. Ridiculous. And then not taking the foot off the gas at all. No instrumentals like strumming. No, just no pause. Just straight from that, straight, and then just foot right on the gas. And then into, I mean, it could have easily just done a typical slam there, but just sped it up a little bit just to keep it fresh. Fantastic highs. Fucking phenomenal screams on this. Really, really raspy. Very evil sounding. And then this that just sounds like nothing else you've heard on this track so far. So many different looks, even just like three distinct different vibes being created within one song. Never mind the whole album, you know. And then going with the fade out as well. Love fade outs. Works so well with this type of music. Just, God, we've got, there's just so many awesome moments like that on this. I've got so many bits to get to here. This is fucking awesome. Right, 15:30 during Brain Itch. Almost sounds like it's going to go into like a steady beat, and then more fills come in, more craziness, more. This dude has got some of the best vocals in the entire scene, as far as I'm concerned. Like I knew he was good because I've he was been good since 2017, like Burial Grounds, but really stepped it up here. Really fucking stepped it up. Can do everything. So crazy. 17:10 is the next part that I want to check out. They never let any of the softer parts go too long as well. They could have stretched this album out by another like 5 minutes if they just let a couple of things go for like 2, maybe 3 bars. Don't know if bars is the right word, but they just sprinkle in a little bit of just kind of like isolated sound effects, and then straight back into the heavy. Could have easily kept that going for like repeated that sound maybe 2-3 times just to kind of you can imagine other bands doing that, but no, very direct, very to the point, keeps things moving. You can imagine it just going again with maybe a little bit of phrasing towards the ends, pitch it up, pitch it down, but nope. Boom. I fucking stand him. 1910 section in Sunder, which I want to take us to. even in a kind of simpler, kind of like stompy, kind of like almost breakdown, but just a little bit faster than a breakdown section, whatever you want to call it. And I realize that was pretty inarticulate. There's so much going on. Just really pay close attention to it. The sound effects coming in and coming out, and the vocals are layered in different ways with different techniques and different parts of the headphones. It's just so intricate. Yeah, the way they do that kind of underwater fade-in sound effect thing is just terrific. The guitars and the drums just like slowly fade in. Fucking wild, man. Wild. Just breathtaking. You could listen to this album a bunch of times and find new little drum fills, new little bits that you didn't appreciate the first time. There's so much going on here. Excuse me. Now I want to take us to Witness the Infinite. About 26:30 here. Let's go. This is a very Burial Grounds esque sounding section. This is like very old. This has got a very old school bouncy Wretched Tongues vibe to it, which I really dig. That little bit there, just it only lasted about a second, but just those vocals, they just hit different. I literally just start jamming out. It's just basically just played the whole album again here. It's ridiculous. 2830 is next part I want to take us to. These bits here where it sounds like almost gang vocals, I think I've just layered some of the. They're not quite cleans, but they're also not quite heavy as well. They've got a kind of almost like almost fantasy, kind of like God's Farm vibe to them. Very 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 interesting touch. And also, straight after some ridiculous tunnel throats. They sound like tunnel throats. Very, very, very teary, very, very wet vocals. Just out of control good. I mean, there's a couple more. I mean, there's a couple more bits that I could go to there, but we're going to be here all day unless I actually make some kind of conscious effort to wrap this up, because I've still got so many bits I could talk to, and then that will probably lead me to more, and so on and so forth. Just, it's a lot, and I mean that as an absolute compliment. Masterful. Absolutely masterful. Taking so many of they've definitely moved away from the kind of hardcore sound that they used to have. I'm not saying they used to sound like Knocked Loose or anything, but they've definitely went more blackened, I guess, to put if you want to sum it up one way, but there's a lot more going on there than blackened. I wouldn't say that they sound anything like Lorna Shore or Worm Shepherd, but they're definitely comparable to those bands. There's definitely blackened elements in there, but some of it sounds triumphant, some of it sounds epic and huge, some of it sounds sinister, some of it sounds quite emotional in places. It's just it's just a rich tapestry of different sounds from across the deathcore spectrum. And all of that would count for absolutely nothing if they were, if like the mix wasn't there. That could have easily sounded really messy, not being able to hear anything. But yeah, stunning mix. Just caps the whole thing off. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Could talk about it all day. We'll definitely be listening to that a few more times today, at least a few more times today, and then definitely in the future. Their best work by far, and that's really saying something because I'm a big fan of everything that they've done. But they really brought it all together and put a kind of uniquely. It would have sounded so easy for that whole thing to sound like a big unorganized blob of just messy sound if it wasn't played so good and mixed so good and produced so good, and it was just subverting expectations all round. Just where you think there's going to be a breakdown, it grooves. Where you think it's going to go into a more steadier beat, there's tons of fills. Fantastic, absolutely fucking fantastic. I cannot say enough good things about Ulter Praefinitum, however the fuck you say it. Can't say enough good things about that. I am beyond impressed. I really, really can't wait to get my hands on their latest single, which came out 2 weeks ago, which is called Ascendancy. Cannot wait to hear what they've got in store next. You can expect a reaction video to that to that music video sometime in the sometime soon. Definitely won't take a year to get Wretched Tongues back on the channel. Smashed it in every conceivable way. Yeah, that's one of the strongest deathcore releases I've heard this year. One of the strongest releases I've heard this year. Full stop. Actually, just so much variety, so interesting, so awesome, so heavy, so sickeningly heavy in places. So creative. Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic work. You guys. Knocked that one out of the park. So, as per usual, if you scroll down, you will find links to the album we just listened to. You'll find links to the band's social medias, where you can go and follow them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, whatever the fuck else they've got. Links will be down below. Follow them on everything. Leave them a comment for the algorithm, so on and so forth. You know what to do. Go check them out on tour. They actually just announced that they're touring in America with Belvy Booth, another band that I'm very close with. They're going to destroy some of those venues. There's going to be nothing left standing but rubble. Go out and see if you can actually, if they're playing near you, travel a little bit. I know times are tough. It's difficult to be buying merchandise and going to gigs because everything's very expensive. But if you want to support, that's a really good way to do it. You'll find links to where you can stream that album and all the rest of their stuff. Just all the links that you need will be down below. Please click on every single one of them and continue to support these guys, because that was ridiculous. The fact that they sound so fresh and invigorated after considering they've been a band for 6 years, and they're still trying new things, still sounding interesting, still sounding engaged, not just phoning in albums just for the sake of getting material out. It's quite something. Yeah, Wretched Tongues, holy fucking shit, guys! You guys are absolutely smashed it. So one more time, where's the thing gone? One more time. Ulter Praefinitum. Oh my god, that's really going to annoy me. Praefinitum. However it's said. Go check that shit out. Listen to it. Play it to your mum. Play it to your dad. Play it to your your brothers, your sisters, your enemies, your friends, strangers, your dog. Just play it to whoever. Get those numbers up. And yeah, cannot express how much I like that. I'm going to go and listen to it again a bunch of times. Pick out more details. Yeah, Wretched Tongues, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? So for a third time before we go, Ulter Praefinitum. Go check that shit out. It will absolutely melt your face. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Always a pleasure. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.